Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, guys. Let me just get started by first thanking everybody who will um be in the live or who will watch the playback. I appreciate you guys tuning in because you could be doing other things with your time. So I appreciate you guys for just popping in. When you can. Thank you so very much, everyone. I really appreciate that. Not going to be before you long, guys, but I feel that I would be remiss if I didn't say something about Miss Shanquella Robinson, the young lady who was brutally murdered a little time back um, by some so-called uh, friends. um it's really sad that you can't even go on a vacation um and not make it back home alive. I'm not understanding what's going on in this world, but at the same time I'm understanding what's going on in this world, if that makes sense to you guys. But I'm sure everybody probably have heard the story by now. I'm the only one kind of late to the party a little bit, so to speak. Not a party, but you know what I mean. Um, but from my understanding, a group of, I believe, a group of seven, or was it six, so-called friends of hers. They went to Mexico. Um, yeah, but it was a group of seven because it was her and Miss Robinson and six so-called friends of hers. They went to Mexico, but sadly enough, only six made it back home alive, guys. Now, I don't know what in the heck happened, but all I can say is that is truly, truly um, some demonic stuff going on, in my opinion. I mean, how do you go on vacation with someone you consider to be a friend and they never make it back home? Everybody else gets to go back home, except for Miss Shanquella Robinson. I'm not understanding what was in their mind. What was their mindset? What was there? I don't even know if there was any alcohol in play, any drugs in play. I have no idea what happened. I do know that some of the so-called friends that accompanied Miss Robinson to Mexico um, had supposedly reported to her parents or her mom that um, she was unresponsive and that they believe it was due to alcohol poisoning. This is what the so-called friends told Miss Robinson's family. So, but I'm not sure how bright they were to even say that, especially in light of the fact that they knew foul play had happened. They knew injury was done to this young lady's body. And by the way, I believe she was 25 years old. 25, a baby. In my mind, a baby. I have a 28-year-old grandson, and I still consider him as, he's not a baby, but, he's still young. But what will possess them to believe that their sins wasn't going to find them out? I don't understand. Because from what I gathered, she had, well, the first report was that what did they say, that she had alcohol poisoning. That's what they told the mom. But then it was found out that through the autopsy that she had spinal injuries. And I think I heard something about a broken neck, but I do know something about there was severe spinal injuries um, that contributed to this young lady's demise. So, but I don't understand why these people. I mean, I guess they just morons, for lack of better wording, because I don't understand how they couldn't figure that out. That this mess was gonna, um, uh, it was gonna come to light of what they did to this young lady. I mean, they need to throw the book at every one of them. Every one of them that went on that trip needs to be held accountable, because every one of them, in my opinion, knew what was going down or what went down with that young lady. And for them to go back and tell the mom or the family of Miss Robinson that it was alcohol poisoning, how dumb must you be? How stupid is that? Furthermore, how stupid is it for, because they viciously, I seen some videos. I mean, they viciously attacked this young lady. What must she have said or done for them to do? Nothing warrants that. If she was doing something or saying something that they didn't like, why not just separate from her? Go to a different hotel, motel, holiday, or whatever. Why beat this lady to the point of no return for her? I'm not understanding that. But my thing is with this, guys, this is why it's very important in my mind that we know who we are calling friends. We have to understand, because we think that we know somebody, and turns out that they are somebody totally, unrecognizable. I recall, a gentleman. He's passed away now. Um, we have been friends for so very long. I've known this individual for more than 30 years. Thought I knew everything there was to know about this gentleman. More than 30 years I know this man, or I thought I knew this man, until one day I found out some things about him. And I looked at him, I'm like, it just baffled me, it just blew my mind. I'm like, 30 years. I've known you for 30 plus years. And that just goes to show in my mind that you don't know people like you think you know people. So we have to be careful, guys, when we running around calling ourselves BFFs and stuff like that, because it takes a long time to know somebody. And even still, do we even know these people? You know what I mean? I'm not blaming Miss Robinson in any kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. Let me just get that out there. But I'm just saying we need to do our homework on people, because people can bamboozle you. You can, like this man I was just telling you about, I've known for 30 years. I had no clue. I'm not going to get into any of the particulars or anything, but I had no clue about some of the things that this guy who I've known for 30 plus years, I had no clue that he, had a different kind of life going on. I mean, I thought I knew all there was to know. So that's why we have to, do our due diligence, and, before we go claim it, because sometimes people, they'll meet somebody one day and 3 days later, oh, this is my new BFF. We can't, we gotta invest a little bit more time. Hi, Eartha Thompson. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome. You said what you say. Thank you. Let me get on your, what's that channel, to you join channel. I'm not sure. I'm not reading that correctly. I think my glasses must need to be cleaned or something, because I'm not seeing it clearly. But thank you for joining. Welcome. But so yeah, guys, we have to do our diligence as far as, um, making people so-called friends right away. You have to really invest some if you want to um, have people in your life. You have to really do due diligence in terms of finding out who these people are at heart, because people can pull the wool over your eyes. You think you know something about them, and all of a sudden 30 years later you finding out something totally like, I never knew you. I thought I did, but I never knew you. So I'm hoping that people will really understand the importance of taking their time. Don't just jump out there into a friendship, or yeah, we all want friends. I get that. But me at the age and the stage that I am in my life, you can count my friends on one hand and have a whole bunch of fingers left over. You can count the friends that I have. Now I have associates, but the friends, because I don't call everybody who I come in contact with a friend. But yeah, I'm hoping that we'll take some lessons and things like that from what have transpired, because that's so sad. That's so sad. Eartha, I'm trying to it say thank you. Let me get on your, is that channel 2 you doing? It say let me get on your I guess that's supposed to be channel, and then the word TWO2 you doing. I don't know if I'm not reading that properly or something. Could be these glasses need to be cleaned or something. I'm sorry. But again, thank you so very much for coming into the live. Eartha Thompson, thank you. I appreciate that. But guys, as I stated, I'm not going to be before you long. I just wanted to come and offer my condolences to that family, and anybody else who may be going through any kind of hardships, because we are all, going through something in this life. And I'm just so sad that that young lady lost her life in that manner. Like I said, they need to throw the book at them all, because first of all, they beat that girl like they did. That was uncalled for. I even heard that young man jumped in and he was fighting on her. They said the young lady, Miss Robinson, wasn't even fighting them back. And they was beating on her and beating on her. I mean, disgusting in my mind. It's just disgusting how people will do another human being. But they're going to have to give account for all of that stuff. If the court system don't get them, Almighty going to have a little something waiting for them, because this is just too much. It doesn't take, you know, 5 or 6 people to be jumping on one person. How, coward is that? How coward is that? That's just in my mind, it's just cowardly. For all of those people jumping on one individual. Now y'all know y'all had her outnumbered, you know? And like I said, if she said something or did something, which we don't know, and you can't trust anything that comes out of their mouth, because they lied from the onset. They said the girl had alcohol poisoning. So you can't believe nothing they saying. But if the young lady, Miss Robinson, said something or did something, why beat her until no return? Why not just, you know, they could have just went and found another hotel or whatever. They didn't have to do that to her. And I'm so sorry for her family, because that's just your baby going on a vacation and never come back home. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. So, guys, if you guys will just keep that family in prayer, and not just her family, but others out here, because a lot of people are going through a lot of things. And I think if we just kind of uplift one another in prayer, I think that'll, go a long way, because I do know that prayer can change things. Um, I'm gonna get on out of here, guys. I thank you again. I thank you, Eartha Thompson, for joining me. I thank all that's gonna come into the playback. I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming in and taking your time to watch this live stream. So I'm gonna go ahead on now, guys, and I'm gonna say almighty peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all be safe out there. And please take your time when it comes to, don't meet somebody one day, and I mean, you're going to do what you want to do, it's your life, but take your time. Don't meet somebody one day and then 3 days later they're your BFF. You need to invest in that. If you want that relationship to continue, invest. Make sure you know what you need to know, because sometimes people can pull the wool over your eyes. So you have to make sure you do your due diligence and know as much as possible about these people that you're inviting into your life. Because sometimes all is not what it appears to be. And that's quite evident with this young lady who did not make it back home from a trip to Mexico. Oh, that thing boils my blood. It really do. And she's just a baby, 25 years old. Okay, guys, if I don't cut this off now, I'm going to be talking for the remainder of the evening, and I have some things to do. So I'm going to get on out of here, guys, and thank you very much for coming again. Almighty peace and blessings to one and all. Take care, guys. Be safe out there.